What have you personally found is the top excuse someone makes for not integrating this into their life? I just want to put it out there so that we can, for our audience and our community who's listening to this, who will probably fall back on that excuse.
Yeah.
Because I've probably made the excuse myself on mornings where I'm like, no, I'm this.
Yeah.
What is it?
I mean, the first excuse, right? There's layers of excuses depending on what stage you're at. First excuse is I'm not a morning person, right? Like I'm not a morning person, or I'm too busy, right? Those are probably the top two in the front end. Not a morning person, too busy. And if you're not a morning person, join the club. 72% of the 3 million Miracle Morning practitioners around the world identify, whenever we survey our audience, that say, I was not a morning person before I read the Miracle Morning. And most say they did not believe they could become one, or did they even want to become one. And so when I wrote the book, it was really holding someone's hand psychologically, mentally, and emotionally from not a morning person, I'm too busy, to like, okay, well, it's hard to argue with the idea that how I start my day does set the tone for the rest of the day. So if I win the morning, I put myself in a peak state to win the rest of the day. All right, I can't argue with that. Oh, I guess I could just take a baby step and just wake up like 10 minutes earlier tomorrow, make it like really easy. I don't have to do all the Miracle Morning practices. I can just pick one, right? So the entire book is designed to take someone who is not a morning person and too busy, to hold their hand to where they're like, all right, I'll try it tomorrow. Then they do, and they're like, whoa, that feels good. I started my day in a more effective way than I usually do. Well, I'll try it again tomorrow. And then it's like, and then you build on it. And all of a sudden, within a few weeks, you're doing a full-blown Miracle Morning. You're meditating, journaling, doing affirmations, visualizing, right? You're getting exercise. I mean, everything. And now it's like, wow, if I start every day like this, there's nothing that I can't accomplish, because I can become the version of myself that's capable of overcoming or accomplishing anything that I want to in my life.
Yes. And it does work.
Yeah.
Because I was not I could be a morning person, but I was the stereotypical, I'm too busy. I can't integrate this into my day. There's no chance. I have to get up and get straight to, whatever work was ahead of me.
Yep.
And your stair-step approach is so key to that, because how could I make an excuse that I couldn't do one piece of this? Just one.
Yeah, that's what I always tell people whenever I give I speak on the Miracle Morning, a few times a month around the world, and every speech I give ends with the Miracle Morning 30-day challenge. And the challenge is not to wake up an hour earlier or wake up at 5 a.m. It's to wake up 10 to 30 minutes earlier, right? Just a little bit earlier. And it's not to do all, the Miracle Morning is made up of 6 practices that you can do in as little as 6 minutes or as much as an hour, anywhere in between. But it's not to do all 6. It's just do one. And the savers, for those that don't know, and we'll probably get more into this, but those are the 6 habits of the Miracle Morning are organized into the acronym SAVERS. The S for silence, it's your prayer, your meditation, your breath work. The A for affirmations, V for visualization, E for exercise, R for reading, and the final S is for scribing. And I always say, just wake up and do the R. Just read. If you know how to read, which 99.999% of people that I'm talking to know how to read, right? So it's like you just wake up and you read the Miracle Morning. And then after, a few days or a week or two, you get to the chapter on silence and you integrate silence into your Miracle Morning. Now you're doing the R and the S, reading in a little bit of silence. And then you get to the chapter on affirmations and you add affirmations in, and then, right? So it's like day by day, little by little, you just build that habit. But it just starts with the R, right? Just wake up a little bit earlier, brush your teeth, drink some water, and start reading.